Fishing is supposed to be peaceful, but in some parts of the world, casting a line is anything but relaxing. In today's video, we're exploring the most dangerous fishing spots on Earth, places where storms, predators, unpredictable waters, and even crime turn an ordinary day on the water into a fight for survival. From icy seas, thousands of miles from land, to tropical riverbanks crawling with apex predators, these fishermen don't just chase fish, they battle nature itself. Let's start in the Barents Sea, home to one of the most brutal fisheries on the planet. If you've ever watched a crab boat slam through 40-foot waves on TV, know that reality is even worse. Winds can reach hurricane strength with almost no warning. The water is freezing, and the deck becomes a sheet of ice that can send a fisherman sliding straight overboard. Hypothermia sets in within minutes. Crews work for days without sleep, tossing heavy steel pots across shifting decks in conditions that would shut down entire coastlines anywhere else. But the crabs here are valuable, and that's why men keep returning every season, even though the Bering Sea has claimed countless lives. Next, we head to the Amazon River, beautiful on the surface, deadly beneath. This is home to piranhas, electric eels, anacondas, and the massive arapaima, a fish strong enough to knock a grown man out of a canoe. But predators aren't the only danger. In many remote regions, fishermen deal with uncharted waters, shifting sandbars, hidden logs, and diseases carried by insects that thrive along the river's edge. Even experienced locals say that the Amazon is a place that never stops testing you. One wrong step, one wrong splash, and something you never saw coming can end the trip instantly. Now we move to the Indian Ocean near Sri Lanka, one of the most unpredictable fishing zones in the world. Why? Rogue waves that rise out of nowhere, monsoon winds that can flip a boat in minutes, and currents that pull vessels miles off course. Thousands of small-scale fishermen rely on fragile wooden boats that can shatter against reefs or disappear in storms too fast to outrun. The danger here isn't one moment, it's the constant threat of the ocean, turning violent with no warning at all. But danger isn't always natural. In the Gulf of Guinea off West Africa, fishermen face a different kind of threat: piracy. This region has become one of the world's hot spots for armed attacks on fishing vessels. Crews head out, praying they don't cross paths with pirates who hijack boats, steal equipment, and sometimes kidnap entire crews for ransom. These fishermen risk everything just to bring home enough fish to feed their families, knowing that another boat disappeared last week and another might vanish tomorrow. Traveling north, we reach the frigid waters of Newfoundland, where the ocean seems calm at first glance, but the danger is hidden below the surface. Massive underwater icebergs drift silently, and fishermen must navigate around them by night. Worse, this area is known for iceberg rollovers, when a towering block of ice suddenly flips, releasing a deadly wave strong enough to capsize nearby boats. Combine this with freezing spray, sudden fog, and the constant threat of storms, and you have one of the North Atlantic's deadliest fisheries. But few places match the deadliness of the South China Sea. Here, fishing boats operate in international waters claimed by multiple nations, turning simple fishing trips into political risks. The area is known for collisions, military patrol confrontations, and boats disappearing after crossing into disputed zones. Fishermen must navigate not only rough seas, but human conflict, a terrifying combination that keeps tension high on every voyage. And then there's the Himalayas. Yes, fishing in the mountains can be surprisingly dangerous. In parts of Nepal and northern India, fishermen trek along steep cliffs where one slip means a fall into freezing rapids below. The altitude makes even basic tasks exhausting, and storms roll over the mountains with almost no warning. Yet people still fish here because the rivers are rich with trout and the tradition runs deep. Finally, we arrive at one of the deadliest fishing spots in America, the Alaskan salmon runs. The rivers here move fast, full of slippery rocks and powerful currents. Bears roam the riverbanks, And helicopter pilots often transport fishermen into remote regions where no one else is around. If something goes wrong, an injury, bad weather, or a bear encounter, help isn't arriving anytime soon. Survival depends on experience, instincts, and sometimes pure luck. Across all these places, one thing becomes clear: fishing isn't always a calm hobby. For millions around the world, it's a dangerous way to make a living and a daily gamble against the weather, the water, and the unknown. These fishermen don't just catch fish, they face some of the harshest environments on Earth, knowing that each trip could be their last. If you enjoyed this journey through the world's most dangerous fishing spots, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment below, telling us which place shocked you the most. And if you want a part 2, there are still plenty more deadly waters left to explore.